What is it about a fighting anime that gets the blood pumping for you? The insane techniques and abilities put on display by the characters? Or is it because of those fluid Sakuga movements that really makes the scenes come alive? Or is it simply just entertaining seeing animated characters on a screen settle their differences through sheer unadulterated violence? To us, it's a mix of all those things and more. Welcome to the AnimeQuesters, where we wander aimlessly and tell you about our journeys. Today we present our list of 5 animes with awesome fighting choreography. Terraformers. Humans wanted to use cockroaches and algae in an attempt to colonize Mars, but on returning to get rid of the cockroaches, they were brutalized by the evolved and now known as terraformers. Displaying tremendous strength and speed, and an undying goal of eradicating their precious Mars of the human vermin, the humans return for round 2 later and deliver nicely choreographed fights along with terraformer carcasses. Terraformers is a good example of what we mean by well choreographed, since it exhibits fluid animation when it needs to, good impact on the attacks in both the camera work and sound effects while staying true to each character's specific modification and fighting knowledge, not any random power-ups or screaming louder makes me stronger direction. The characters are as strong or as weak as they are and will be treated as such in battle. Their only version of a power-up has clear consequences if overused and stays true to the rules of the show, making Season 1 of Terraformers a clear pick for our list. My Hero Academy, or Boku no Hero Academia. In a world where the majority of people have superpowers, our main protagonist does not. That's until he meets his idol All Might and is granted the power of one for all, and with it, he starts his journey to become the greatest hero. My Hero Academy is a show that focuses on having a lot of emotional impact in its fights, while also being visually stunning, that are most of the time also pretty well choreographed. The show presents a diverse cast of characters with unique abilities that they use in clever and strategic ways. The show really likes to present what would happen if individuals with certain abilities went up against each other and actually fought how respective character would utilize their powers, establishing rules to each character and their power that, albeit are somewhat loosely followed, still retain the base idea and are nicely implemented in most of the fights, while also remaining a spectacle to witness, with each season delivering at least a couple of well choreographed fights. While some feature a bit of screaming makes me stronger direction, it's still somewhat in accordance with the rules, with emotional and visual impact to boot, makes it a clear pick for our list. Goblin Slayer. When a group of inexperienced adventurers fall victim to arrogance and goblins, leaving most dead and the rest mentally scared. Controversy! We meet Goblin Slayer, a man whose only purpose is seemingly to, you guessed it, slay goblins. This D&D campaign-inspired anime provides a lot of well-choreographed fights with focus on strategy and preparation, showing us how experienced Goblin Slayer is at what he does, also as a strategist with obviously thought-out fights. Each character has a certain role to play, with strengths and weaknesses, and no one is really safe from being harmed or killed. Much like D&D, they keep track of how many spells they have, their equipment and surroundings, and the show doesn't discriminate against the protagonists or antagonists in any of those departments. For how well it handles its fights, mostly in the strategic department with clear commitment to the rules of their game, it's a clear pick for our list. Darker Than Black. When a mysterious area in Tokyo known as the Hell's Gate, covering the sky with a fake one and altering the landscape around it, gives birth to contractors. Contractors are arguably the main attraction of this show and are the humans whom the Hell's Gate have granted a certain superpower with varying effectiveness and applicability. Along with it, they now also have a ritual required to fuel their powers, which makes for very interesting fight scenes, where the contractors may only have a couple of shots with their respective power before having to reload, so to speak. This requires the characters to be smart and strategic and use their powers with utmost efficiency, which, along with a diverse array of powers, creates more than one fight scene where we were surprised at how certain characters utilized their powers. Darker Than Black is full of exhilarating and well-animated fights, displaying strategy, choreography, and a clear commitment to their established rules, resulting in a great series with well-choreographed fight scenes and a clear pick for our list. Karmic Kill. In an empire seemingly called
the Empire.
We meet and follow Tatsumi, a young man skilled with the sword, who through a series of events joins a certain assassin group known as Night Raid, with each member sporting a tengu or imperial arms, and is one big reason to many exciting and well choreographed fights. This show really shines when it comes to its fight scenes. Each major fight scene is high paced and filled with emotional and visual impact, sporting good looking and mostly fluid scenes. It's a show that truly has a good mix of over the top fights, but remaining as realistic as they can be in their universe. The characters are both adept at strategy and improvisation, and you can be sure
that there won't be any mercy towards either party.
with its unique and well-implemented special abilities, used in exciting and captivating ways, and having a healthy mix of all things we enjoy in an action anime, and an obvious addition to our list. That is it, our list of 5 animes with awesome fighting choreography. We hope we gave you some new shows to watch, or at least fight scenes to check out. If you'd like to know when we upload more content like this, feel free to subscribe and don't forget to click the bell and receive notifications. And if you know anyone that liked this video, we demand you send it to them post haste! This has been the AnimeQuesters. Quest completed.